Honey. Y'all, everything that we was told was a lie. They were never separated. Joe McCain and Ashlee, they were never separated in the hotel. It has been weeks and days, and they have been pushing this lie that it was a big old fight and a big old argument, and the argument was so bad that they had to separate them into different rooms. They said that they gave Joe a different room far away, and they only said that to just give him an alibi like he wasn't around when she died. That was a lie, you guys. Come to find out, and I do have the proof to tell y'all in this video. They ain't never separated. He underlived her in that room, and then he wrapped her up in the sheets, and then he told the hotel people, because you guys know he has business in a hotel. He got stocks in a hotel. He is in business with that hotel. And did you know the ex-wife is in the business with Joe? She's still getting money moves with Joe as well, y'all. I mean, it is a lot of stuff we got to uncover in this live video, y'all. Hurry up, get the likes up, hype me up. I got the phone lines open, so if you guys want to come up here and speak about something, feel free to do it. And I just want to say shout out to Queen Sheba, because Queen Sheba, man, when I tell you she dropped some gems, and you know I got my notes. You know I got my girl Janice. Shout out to you for clipping and clapping that thing up so we can hear everything. But y'all, we've been lied to. They've been having all these YouTubers lie in our face. The reason why they say he's separated, because that gave Joe an alibi that he was not around when she passed away. That's why she pushed the narrative. She did this to herself, and he went around to the African people in that hotel and getting them an alibi, making them say, yeah, she did it to herself. All the stuff that we've been told was a lie. I even questioned the battery charger, the charger. That possibly was a lie too. You know, that guy, that butler, he is working with Joe. That could be a lie too. Everything we've been told was a lie. Also, you remember the lie? Y'all said that he's out and he's not detained no more, and he's over in America and he's over here. Y'all was so thankful and seemed like y'all love telling that shit. Ooh, but when I tell you my God is involved in this, I told you my God has intervened. And I already knew Joe ain't, honey, he gonna get his just due. Okay. So they said he's still stuck in Africa. And I got the proof of that. He is still stuck in Africa, girl. And guess what? The people in Africa, they know he did it. They just trying to figure out how they can prove that he did it. But they're saying from Queen Sheba, they know he did it. The African people know, but they just trying to prove, you know what I'm saying? So they said that he is over there boo-boo and cans and doing all that stuff with the Africans. Now he's locked up in the cage like a damn monkey. You know, he wanted to play Ashlee, had her go over there and looking sexy with the monkeys and the apes, right? Like she's part of the planet of the apes. And then he was going to unalive her. He did it in their room. They didn't separate. And that her, and she said when he did it, girl, he wrapped them bodies in the sheet. And he was driving around with her body in that damn car. That's why people, the rumor where, you know, her engagement ring was in the car cup holder with blood on it. Remember that? That's where that come from. He done took the damn engagement ring, y'all. Yeah, he done took all her stuff, girl. And he probably done did something with that phone, went into the clouds, deleted stuff. Because, you know, he's a technology guy. He's real good at cleaning stuff up. And you know, these men, y'all, looking at this man, Joe, then we talked about Joe David the other day. He's slashing and dashing people, putting them in kiddie pools. These men are dangerous. Please really consider about before you get into a relationship, because this relationship you get into could kill you. These men are unaliving women in these relationships. Stay away from love. Love yourself and love on God, and that's it. You don't need to be with no man nowadays. All right, so we're gonna talk all about it, but I definitely need y'all to like this video. Can we get the likes up? I need y'all to like this video like y'all F with me for real. I need y'all to like this video like y'all love me for real. I need the support. We only got 44 likes up in here, and it's a damn shame. I gotta keep reminding you to like the damn video. Okay. So I told you, I got several different channels, right? I did talk about it first when I first hit the news, girl. I talked about it on this, and I'll give you guys a little taste what I did earlier today. But I got Queen Sheba clips too that I want to play for you guys too. Listen, we got some new updates about our girl Ashlee. And guess what, honey? They are telling me that they were never separated. You guys know they lie so much on these internet. Ooh, don't they lie? Don't they lie? Could y'all hear me? Internet streets. Don't blame me, honey. I never said I was a researcher. I just take what everybody else says and throw it. You know how I do it. So I was over here at Queen Sheba. Shout out to her. And she's pretty much saying that they were never separated. She got the new 411. All right. He was rolling around here trying to figure out who can help him conspire this lie that Ashlee did this to herself. She got some new. So that's a RICO. Hashtag RICO. When two or more parties are conspiring to cover up a murder, RICO. Intel, y'all. This ain't our AI. This a real thing, okay? Everybody's talking about, oh, well, he's in America now, and he's this and he's that. He's out of detainment. Miss Sheba said, no, he's not. She said he's still detained over there in Africa, and they're trying to piece everything together. Who else helped him? This is a RICO. Didn't I tell y'all? Now, some people got an issue with me saying women need not to be with these men. I'm telling y'all right. If you want to live, don't be with these men, okay? If you want to have a happy life, a peaceful life, stay away from these men. And I say it again. These men are unaliving y'all at a high rate. These men do not care. You see what they did to Megan Thee Stallion. They laughed and mocked at her when she was heartbroken. You saw what they did to this black girl, Ashlee. They dragged and mocked her in her death. This is a warning. They are warning you. They hate you. They hate you. They hate you. How many times you got to tell us? So I'm going to tell my girls the real. Stay away from these men, okay? Hell. Now let's go. Gigi, there's an echo on the live. Thank you for the echo, y'all. Damn. Why is it an echo? I gotta put my earplugs in. Let me know if it's an echo now. So I want to hear what she gotta say for a second. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe here at Juice. Press 7. Is it an echo now? Press 10 if the echo is gone. 10 and the echo gone? Is the echo gone, y'all? And people want to know, where's her parents? What they doing? Let me tell you something, baby. The parents oh my God, they just buried their daughter. They haven't seen their daughter in over a month. They haven't spent time with their daughter on their birthday. They haven't really got to wish her well on her birthday and her 31st birthday. They saw the daughter that they raised, gave birth to, for the first time dead, y'all. They are fighting tooth and nail. Y'all not gonna do on the parents, because y'all said that same shit last week. What the parents doing? The parents need to come out and say something. What the parents doing? What are they doing right now? What are they doing right now? Don't worry about what the goddamn parents doing. Pray about it. And as long as you're doing what you could do to figure out, and are you sharing a video? What are you doing as a Gigi supporter? Are you sharing my videos? Huh? Are you worried about the wrong damn thing? Worry about sharing my motherfucking videos? Huh? Share them on your platform. How many times have you shared my shit today? Okay. And guess what? Y'all worried about the parents because the parents ain't on your time. And they came out talking about some what? Ashlee is back in the United States. The parents is working with God. Don't worry about what they doing. They doing it, okay? You worry about sharing the videos because you ain't doing that. And I can tell. That's what you worried about. Hell. You clear now. Thank you, boo.
Because you're below them.
Ooh.
So here's what we have. They were never separated in that
Oh my
hotel. In that
you hear that?
That was a lie from the pits of hell.
Ooh.
Here's the second thing. He transported her to the first hospital in his own personal van. Remember, we talked about it and disclosed over here that he's in partnership with private healthcare and medical transportation. Number 3, he's a part owner in that resort.
Oh my God.
He owns.
So he's in partnership with the medical transportation, and he's part owner of the resort. He's part owner of the resort, and he is and works with the medical transportation. And some of you dumb motherfuckers, some of you rockers, didn't y'all tell me, Gigi, she paid for the trip. Gigi, she paid for the hotel. Gigi, she spent her last money. Girl, shut the hell up. I knew she ain't spent her last money. I know Ashlee. Hell, Ashlee is a part of me. Okay? And she wouldn't need to spend her last money when he owned the motherfucking hotel. Hell, he is part owner of the damn hotel. Come on now. This is his trick or treat. He is going to do whatever he can to woo her, to make her feel comfortable. He going to pay for everything to make you feel comfortable. If he going to set that ass up, when she got to come out of pockets, that's red flag. That's a red flag going to pay. Anybody know that? Hey, y'all coming up here telling me some AI shit. Y'all don't even have discernment and know what's real and what's not with the AI shit. Hell. But I still play that crap anyway. And y'all get mad because I got a mind of my own. I'm not no sheep, baby. I can't listen to this bull crap and just go along with it. I'm intelligent. I got emotional intelligence. And I got common sense that God bless me with, amen. All right, come on, Sheba.
Shares in that resort. Now, we know that he owns shares with many, many things because his first wife, got a lucrative amount of his shares in different business ventures that he does.
Ooh, the ex-wife is good, honey. Sheba said she is in deal, got a whole bunch of shares from Joe. Joe will set a girl up. That's what I'm talking about, Joe. You know, I like that about Zoe, that he did that to his ex-wife, where she does not really have to work much because, you know what I'm saying? He didn't set her up. And let me tell you how these men work, because I've dealt with these men. You guys have not. I'm not going to put no money up. They're going to give me some money that's coming from their pockets, and they say, I'm going to put this up for you in an investment fund, X, Y, and Z. But ain't no way. They would never allow their girl to fork over their money or to open a damn pocketbook. They will feel less than a man. These men, they will be offended if I open up my purse for any motherfucking thing. Anything. That's offensive. Just like I like my man, okay? Shit. If you open up your pocketbook and your man not offended, he ain't a real man. Ooh, you may as well just date a woman at this point. Shit. You may as well date a woman.
He was in business with Iggy Azalea. She said she got out because it's questionable business practices. Now let's really get into it.
Ooh, no wonder why the ex-wife being quiet, because she's in business with him. Yes, Joe. Girl. So whatever she says, that goes against Joe, it can compromise her money. Hello. I'm sure she's signing the DNA. Breaking it down. Hashtag she's breaking it down. Make sure you guys like shit. Hashtag she's breaking it down. You know that wife probably signed a big old DNA. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. I work hard for y'all. Come on now.
To it. You want me to blow your mind right now?
Blow it.
And if I got to blow your mind right now.
Blow it. Blow this wig off, girl. I admit
to you that I made a mistake the other day.
Oh, make a mistake.
Joe Mccann is still in Zanzibar.
Ooh. Say that again. Did y'all hear that? Say it again. Say it again. And everybody out here talking about, oh, he left. He's in America, honey. You can't believe everybody. Honey, let me tell you, this is current tea. This tea still going on her channel. Shout out to the queen. It's still going on. As you see, it's currently being current. Honey, it's current. It's current. And yes, they got Shamar face like, what? Yes, he's still in jail, y'all. He's still in jail. Breaking news. He's still in jail. But didn't I tell y'all? My God, it's going to see this through. A lot of y'all have been coming against me because I don't believe a lot of y'all conspiracies when it comes to benefiting Joe, because I know God has his hand in this, and my God will see justice for Ashlee. I know that for a fact. But let's go.
Oh, let me say it again. He's still in jail in Zanzibar.
Say it again. Did y'all hear that? He's still in jail in Zanzibar. Hashtag he's still in jail. And all these bloggers talking about he's out of jail. He's in America. He's celebrating. He's eating French toast and omelets, and he's just getting his feet rubbed. He's still in jail, according to Queen. And I believe Queen. I believe Queen Sheba. Come on, Queen.
I thought he had been released because they were going to hold him until the results of the autopsy. The police commander, what I'm being told, has figured out that he's been swindled.
Who said they weren't separated? Queen Sheba. Yeah, Queen Sheba, honey. I bring up all my receipts. Hello. The queen said it, boo. And let me tell you something about the queen. She never lies. She's always on time. The queen said it, honey. And the queen, she ain't no AI. Because I know that's what y'all love to get y'all news from, the AI. She ain't AI. She's real. The queen. Okay? The queen, baby. Get into it.
By those white men that own that resort, and baby, it is bad. They saying he's in there pooing in the bucket like everybody else. Now he's not in prison, but they know he did it, and they just got to figure out who's helping him to cover it up.
All right, come on, Africa. If y'all get this man in jail and make him pay, I will visit y'all. I come to the country. I will come to the country, baby. Woo! I thought y'all was against us Black Americans. I really did. Okay, but honey, y'all know he did this. I need y'all to help us Americans. We need to work together to get his ass stuck in jail for the rest of his life. And he can get stuck in jail over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do that.
So I made a mistake the other day because I thought they had let him go. Because they said not until we complete the autopsy. Right. So when the family says we got the body, but we didn't get the autopsy, they haven't released the autopsy because they suspect and they know that he killed her. Let me give you the rundown. Woo! Here we go. So what happened was, and let me just say allegedly. This is all alleged because I was not in the room.
Allegedly.
Number one, this is the first thing the source wants us to know. Ashlee and Joe were never separated. The story about being in Villa 24, walking him to Villa 25, 8 to 10 minutes away is a bold-faced lie. That is a lie from the pits of hell, and it came.
They never separated. It was just only one room. It was a lie from the pits of hell. You heard her. Say it again. It was a lie. They never separated. Joe and Ashlee never separated. They was in the same hotel room. And all these bloggers pushing these lies, okay? That's why you got to put your trust in God, because God knows best. All right?
So I started microdosing. Accutane, obviously. What were you thinking?
Ooh, honey. When I tell you Queen is the truth. When I tell you Queen Sheba is the truth. All credit to Queen Sheba. All credit to Queen Sheba. They were never separated, y'all.
Watch this. The resort.
I'm watching. Ooh.
It came from the resort. They were never separated.
So she said the lie came from the hotel resort, which is in partnership with Joe. So do you guys get it? Joe and the hotel, they are in partnership. They have a long history together. That's why they lie for each other. Hello? Hello?
Watch this. Ashlee was dead in that room. Hold on. Here's the other thing you need to know.
Tell me.
Joe, I'm going to say allegedly, but these are the exact words. Joe killed her without intervention. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Joe killed her. This is how these people talk, without intervention. That means he took her life in that room.
Oh.
All that we call security, and we knock and separate them without intervention. Hold on. Let's keep going. Remember, I kept saying, well, why are you holding him if he wasn't in the room? That doesn't make sense to hold an innocent man. But I was being very sarcastic.
Okay.
Because something didn't add up. We don't hold innocent people, right?
That's right.
Why is he still in jail? Watch this. Hold on. Y'all, it gets worse.
Okay, I'm listening.
And this is all alleged. I got to be very careful.
Alleged.
He wrapped up her dead body. I'm telling you word for word. He wrapped up her dead body in a sheet. Ooh. And I don't understand this word because it's how they speak, and left the room in a panic to run to the hotel management. So he wrapped her up after he did it. I'm going to think probably she was naked. She was naked.
Naked. Oh,
he wrapped her up naked, and he was so freaked out that he ran to the management because he's a partner. So they did set the staff up to go into that room to spray the room. Listen, to spray. You remember Lady Rowe came and said, "Whoa! I've been to Zanzibar," and the staff does.
Honey, if y'all want me to continue on, I'm gonna need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, continue on. Don't you worry, y'all, because I got the clips too. We got all the clips. You know, shout out to Janice. She done gave me some of the clips from this long live stream, and she said she wanted me to get the good stuff. So did y'all hear that? And people are asking, why did they lie in the first place? To keep a cover for Joe. The hotel do not want Joe to be liable. They want him to get away with her death. So they're going to come out and lie to you. So you will shut up so you won't get justice for Ashlee. The only way Ashlee is going to get justice if we keep on putting her name in the algorithm. That's why I keep telling y'all to like and share the videos, because that keeps pumping her name in the algorithm. And I let the YouTube know we need to continue to focus on Ashlee. Okay. And then YouTube tell X, and then X tell Instagram. And then, you know, Ashlee is still front lines, and people are like, we got to do something with this Ashlee. Everybody care about it, and they're not gonna let up. So let's go here. Let's get these likes up. Y'all can do better than that. Let's like for the Ashlee.
I think as Ashlee said this time, like I did the last time, the only thing I can think is Ashlee said, did, or heard something she was not supposed to see. Similar to Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So you think these men are in love with you until you fuck around and you find out at the last minute, and they lure you. David D4VD lured Celeste this time like I did the last time.
So basically she said
the girl's name was Tamara Knox from Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee. Now I told y'all I was gonna start pulling y'all Facebook posts.
Oh shit. I'm like, who is that? Scared the hell out of me. Girl, I thought somebody was in my damn house. I thought somebody was in my house. Oh my God. So Queen says the reason why she feels that he unalived her because Ashlee saw something, found something she didn't supposed to know. Just like that black man named David. Did y'all hear about that black man, David? He is going around unaliving kids. And he got that Celeste girl. He said, come over in an Uber, girl. And I want to spend some good time with you. You know, I love you so much. Come on over. We're going to go out to dinner. And I just want to show my appreciation. I got something special for you. Meanwhile, he's planning to unalive her ass. Same way Joe did Ashlee with you luring her in. So Queen says she believes it has everything to do with she saw something she ain't supposed to see, so she had to go. All right, so let's go to the next one.
I made a mistake the other day. Joe Mccann is still in Zanzibar.
Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? Everybody need to know this. Joe is still in Zanzibar. Joe is still in Zanzibar, Africa. He's still over there in Africa, y'all. Hashtag Joe is still in Africa. Yeah, I hope he do jail in Africa. Wouldn't that be such a nice thing to be? He needs to do jail in Africa with all those black men, them black Africans. You know what I mean? Ooh, can you imagine? Well, they say Joe can speak that language, but can you imagine going to a jail and you don't know their language and you the only one that speak English? Woo, wouldn't that be hell? They could be talking about setting your ass up right in your face. You ain't gonna know it. You gonna pow. You gonna just feel something going in your throat. Damn. But yeah.
Oh, let me say it again. He's still in jail in Zanzibar. I thought he had been released because they were going to hold him until the results of the autopsy. The police commander, what I'm being told, has figured out that he's been swindled by those white men that own that resort. And, oh, baby, it is bad. They saying he's in there pooing in a bucket like everybody else. Now, he's not in prison, but they know he did it, and they just got to figure out who's helping him to cover it up.
Yes, Lord.
So I made a mistake the other day because I thought they had let him go. Because you remember they said not until we complete the autopsy. So when the family says we got the body, but we didn't get the autopsy, they haven't released the autopsy because they suspect and they know that he killed her. Let me give you the rundown. I got to admit to you that I made a mistake the other day.
Oh, honey, Queen, let me tell you something, sweetheart. It's a lot of people that made a mistake because they pushed that same lie too. So we're going to see a whole bunch of them coming out apologizing because they making mistakes too, honey. He is still over there. Queen said that white dude named Joe, he's over there shitting in cans. Hell yeah. He got his white big ass squatting just like the Africans, like they in a zoo. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have never did that to Ashlee. They said Ashlee was snooping around. You know, black women nosy as hell. Y'all gonna get enough being nosy. Stop snooping around a man's shit. And she found something she ain't supposed to find. Now, do you think she found out he was really sleeping with other men? I know y'all love to run to that fucking narrative, right? He's a homosexual. I don't know. It sounded like it was more on the business tip, business, because she's always about that money. So maybe she found out that he was doing a scam, and he was like, I can't risk this coming out. So he have to take her ass out of here. So, Queen bringing it, baby.
Joe Mccann is still in Zanzibar. Oh, let me say it again. He's still in jail in Zanzibar. I thought he had been released.
Now, didn't she say he's still in jail in Zanzibar? Press 1 if she says she's still in jail in Zanzibar. Or am I hearing shit? Let me run it back. Run that shit back.
Jail in Zanzibar. Oh, let me say it again. He's still in jail in Zanzibar.
What did she say? What did she say? Repeat what she just said. Huh? Because y'all always want to say I'm putting words in people's mouth. What did she say? But y'all, okay, it's enough that y'all type that one, but I need y'all to say it. Type that shit out, please. What she say? What she say? I'm gonna play it again.
Oh, let me say it again. He's still in jail in Zanzibar. I thought he had been released because they were going to hold him until the results of the autopsy. The police commander, what I'm being told, has figured out that he's been swindled by those white men that own that resort.
All right. So for y'all talking about he not in jail, he's over there. Nah, baby, he's still in jail in Zanzibar. He's still in. You heard what the Queen said. Okay. Yeah, you heard what the Queen said now. Let's not act.
I got to admit to you that I made a mistake the other day.
Mhm.
Joe.
All right, so let's go to our other clip. We got clip for days.
Says Joe is a business partner in this hotel and it'll never see the light of a day. It was a made up story about the charger. I knew that didn't sound right.
I knew it.
You remember I said, what?
Didn't I tell y'all? Oh my God, I want to scream. That charger was a damn lie. That story about the charger was a lie. Hashtag it was a lie. That's what I told you in the title of the video on the goddamn logo. It was all a lie. That charger story was a lie. It was made up by Joe. Joe had them Africans made that shit up. It was Joe. It was the African workers and the owner of resorts. They all came together and conspired this lie. They lied, you guys. I knew it. I knew it didn't make sense. I knew it was a lie. Let's go.
With Ashlee, if you first of all, we talking about a land of snakes and it's dark. Black folks don't play that. We ain't going outside. We know we the first ones killed in the scary movies. Why would Ashlee be roaming?
Ashlee do not like outside. I know that girl. She does not like nature. And I know you said, well, yeah, I wish I seen her with the zoo. Girl, that was a photo op. She did that for the photo op shit. She was just trying to make the best out of that. All she was doing is showing that she's grateful and trying to make the best out of it. She don't want to go there. She want to go somewhere in Europe, girl, where Milan at. You know what I'm saying? The Italian fashion design. She's into fashion, girl. She's into high fashion. That's the girl she want to go around. She want to go around the pop stars in high fashion. She's not into nature. Okay? I know my fashion girlies. All right? Yeah, let's get these likes up, y'all.
Tropics, the jungle at night looking for a charger. That don't even sound right, because if you separated them like you say you did, then the charger, she has the primary room. All of the things that she brought her should be in that room. Now, if you said that you had put Ashlee in Villa 65, that would make more sense for her to be trying to find her way to the front desk. But that don't make no sense to me. It never has. They said that's because it's a lie. The time when the hotels, all that, I'm gonna come back and I was giving food and that's a lot.
Hold on, I see somebody talking about some. Not all men. Please stop the narrative. It is true. Look. Let me tell you something, man. Why ain't you mad at the men that are doing this? Until you men get upset and start speaking out against the men that are underliving these women and these kids, it's all men. Until y'all stand up against that crap. You mad at me? Be mad at the men that's giving you a bad reputation, man. These men are giving y'all a bad reputation. I didn't make this shit up. I didn't make the stats up. You better tell these men, hey, don't kill nobody. Love on one another. Because y'all giving me a bad reputation. Y'all better get mad at them. Y'all get mad at the wrong motherfuckers, okay? Hey, y'all.
They found Ashlee when she was dead. When they went in that room to do their nightly rounds to spray for mosquitoes, and Joe had her wrapped up in there. Hold on. Let's continue. Then they go on to say, okay, no one ever talked to her about a charger. No one spoke to her in those final hours. There are cameras that caught all of this. That'll show you that none of that happened. But because he has a stake and shares in this resort, we're not going to see the footage. He also said the hotel may
Did you hear what Queen says? A lot of you guys been asking about where's the footage. We know you got the footage. They're not giving the footage because Joe is in partnership with the hotel owner. The hotel owner and Joe are best friends. They are besties. They are business co-workers. So no, it's not going to be the best interest for the video footage come out, because if the co-owner, if the partner of the hotel goes down, the hotel goes down. So they're going to protect their interests. Hello. 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 They probably trashed that. They got rid of that baby. Hello. Come on, Queen. Open our eyes, Queen.
Be closing any day now because of the bad press. And also to make all of this go away. Didn't I tell y'all? Thank you, Trey. You said a content creator with no charger. That's a lie from the pits of hell. We knew that was a lie.
Okay.
We knew that was a lie.
Ooh. I like how they put that too. A content creator. Ain't no content creator walking around with no battery. No content creator ever is going to walk around with no battery. They always going to be charged up. So Queen is right about that. That's their livelihood. That's their identity. And come on now, they're gonna have to have the juice.
A lie from the pits of hell. Oh, I saw her wandering around at night. She was asking for a charger out there in Africa. Child, use a lie. And y'all say it's so bad, y'all got to come in the room and spray mosquitoes. We don't even play. We don't even like mosquitoes over here in the good old US of A. And I know your mosquitoes big as hell out there, like horse flies. You lying.
Big ass African mosquitoes.
You had to separate him from attacking her. And she gonna go outside and expose herself to danger. Says Joe is a business partner in this hotel and it'll never see the light of a day. It was a made up story about the charger. I knew that didn't sound right. You remember I said, why would Ashlee, first of all, we talking about a land of snakes and it's dark.
When I tell you Queen broke that shit down, y'all come on, get the likes up. And thank you, Janice, for clipping this clips.
Now all of that. And I said, well, why would anybody say that? But now I get it. Like the old folks say, just keep on living. Just keep on living. And now I get it why a woman would raise her kids to be on the lookout, to stay vigilant, to keep your head on the swivel. So don't ever get too comfortable around anybody, because you never know what people are capable of doing. We turn on the news every day. We hear of men unaliving women, taking out themselves, taking out the women that they pledged their lives to. They pledged to honor, provide, protect. They're taking out their kids. I mean, we're just seeing things that people saying we are living in the last days. It's revelation upon revelation upon revelation upon revelation. We're seeing horrifying things happen to children by the hand of men, women, and including other children. So, baby, don't ever say
black man.
Know for a
black
thousand
man.
What anybody.
She's talking about black man. That black man that unalive those 8 kids. Why do y'all? It seems like y'all be having a hard time to say the black man. Damn. I say it for y'all since y'all can't say it.
Will do. You keep your motherfucking head on a swivel when it comes to everybody, including your own. Including your own, because the devil is busy. And when we think about living in the days of the last days and in the days of revelation, where they will become lovers of themselves. Let me say this before I get into the nitty gritty, and I'm going to try not to keep y'all too long. Ashlee had no idea that she was walking into a lion's den.
Amen. I believe that.
And I'm going to stand on that.
Yes,
Joe
Queen.
Mccann was the best thing and the worst thing that happened to Ashlee Jenae, Ashlee Robinson. Well, now all of that. And I said, well, why would anybody say that? But now I get it. Like the old folks say, just keep on living. Just keep on living. And now I get it why a woman would raise her kids to be on the lookout, to stay vigilant, to keep your head on the swivel. So don't ever get too comfortable around anybody, because you never know what people are capable of doing. We turn on the news every day. We hear of men unaliving women, taking out themselves,
Mm. Ooh, when I tell you, she breaking it down.
Keep in mind what was going on in Joe's life during that time. He had just struck gold. 2 years after entering into the crypto industry, he struck gold, but he also started to fall from grace real fast because about 90 days after being with Ashlee, he started to experience financial problems. He was losing money, not at the rate that he lost it while he was in Zanzibar, but he was losing money. Now, if you go back, I think either it's The Mind of Lilith or Sloan Bella. Both of them did a reading on Ashlee Jenae, and both of them were really close in what they said. One of them said, Ashlee's friends and family don't know this because Ashlee hid it, but they believe that Joe may have started to become really aggressive with Ashlee earlier on in a relationship.
I knew it. Code for whooping her ass. Joe was starting to whip Ashlee ass during this relationship, going upside her head, choking her and everything. And when a man hits you, y'all, leave. I don't care. Ain't nothing he can do to take that back. When a man hits you, if he look like he want to hit you, if he flinches like he want to hit you, leave the man. That is a demon inside that man. It ain't no healing him. Ain't no going to church. Ain't no working it out. Leave, leave, leave. I'm so sick and tired of you black women always staying with these men that go upside your head, always sympathizing with the demon that's going upside your head. You know what? I can't do too much. When you are sympathizing, I don't know what y'all call it, what you call that shit y'all got? It's a disease. Something, the system. Some system. System. It's a syndrome shit. Y'all got a syndrome disease that cause you to want to stay around your abuser. Man, if you got that disease, all I got to do is pay for you. I can't do nothing else. Because, man, we're going to have to bury your ass because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Just, man.
So now that I know that he started losing money about 90 days into his courtship of going public with her, not behind the scenes. See, we really don't know when they hooked up. We just know when they went public. And the only reason we know when they went public is because she posted him. He never posted her. He was showing up with Ashlee Jenae at crypto.
Do you guys think the other white men, they was probably that R word, and they was like, you know what, you hanging around with a black woman, I'm gonna pull my socks away from your ass. Because this time, right, what they're doing right now, a lot of rich people, they want white power, and they feel like if you do not push the white power agenda, they don't want to be around you. They're gonna sink your business. And maybe he had to kill her ass for a sacrifice to show white power. He's still with white power. I know that is a conspiracy and that is so far-fetched, but it was in my mind, so I wanted to put it on out there.
Events, business conferences, galas, everything. Whatever she represented in that moment was a big deal. Thank you. You said Sloan said it. Thank you so much. So when I did the math, I said, damn, she's spot on. Because if you go back and track his history of his highs and lows, and a lot of that content creators don't like that technical stuff, right? Because that's not entertaining. Oh yeah, he lost 100 million. You see, a lot of us tend to hang on to sensationalized content because the other stuff can be a bit boring, but the other stuff will fill in the gaps for you and kind of paint a bigger picture of what was happening in real time. So Sloan, you were spot on. Because about 90, oh my gosh, hold on.
Damn, what was that?
Keep in mind what was going on in Joe's life during that time. He had just struck.
Oh, the dogs.
Different. That's somebody that's waiting to devour you. So I could easily see him having mood swings about money and then being pissed off about losing money that you thought you had when you're riding first class.
Do y'all see this? Joe is in the building. Joe is in the chat, y'all. Joe, how you in the chat and you in jail, buddy? You going down, Joe. And Joe, I know you're a black man for real. I know it's a black man behind that thing. Look, Joe is in the chat, y'all. Joe is here.
In business first, not even first class, business first, premier seats to Dubai. And you're clocking on your phone that you just lost millions of dollars. Now you're mad about having to pretend to be something that you're not when your entire world is crumbling all around you. So Sloan was spot on when she said there may have been a little bit of aggressiveness, if not DV, domestic violence, earlier on in the relationship. But because Ashlee was sold to the idea of the equinox because she's coming out of a Malibu, she hid it. She became enamored in the possibilities. Oh my God, in her 20s, premier access, private clubs, crypto galas, conferences, courtside seats. And if you go back and really start to look at the behavior, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience. If you start to see how Ashlee looked so innocent and precious before she got with him, she had a girl-like look. Even though she was in her 20s, she still looked like a girl. He upped the ante. He changed her clothes. Pretty woman. You remember when Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman was a streetwalker and she had fallen asleep in Richard Gere's hotel and he pulled that wig off of her and exposed that beautiful, beautiful red hair, right? And wonder why in the world would she cover up such enamored beauty? It was the opposite of what Joe did. Richard Gere encouraged her to be her best natural self. Joe didn't want the natural from Ashlee. He needed to doctor her up a little bit. Ashlee started to change over the course of the 12 months that she was public with Joe. A different look. Go back and look. At first, she had her little swoop, her little bun, her little ponytail. You can still tell she was really young. He didn't want that. He wanted to give her a sex appeal that was undeniable. That was completely different. That's somebody that's waiting to devour you. So I could easily see him having mood swings about money and then being pissed off about losing money that you thought you had when you're riding first class in business first, not even first class, business first, premier seats to Dubai. And you're clocking on your phone that you just lost millions of dollars. Now you're mad about having to.
Oh, she said he wanted to devour her. Okay? Devour her like a big old steak. Just eat her up, devour her. Sounds like, he made her. He created her in the image that he wanted. So, he felt like if I can make you, I can break you. And that's exactly what he did in that hotel room. I imagine he then choked her out. That's what I imagine, honey. Come on, let's see what else she got to say. Man, what y'all got to say about this? Ooh, there's a lot of clips. Y'all hit that like button. Come up here if y'all want to speak about this. I want to hear what you guys have to say too.
And let me just say allegedly. This is all alleged because I was not in the room. Number one, this is the first thing the source wants us to know. Ashlee and Joe were never separated. The story about being in Villa 24, walking him to Villa 25, 8 to 10 minutes away is a bold-faced lie. That is a lie from the pits of hell, and it came from, watch this, the resort. It came from the resort. They were never separated. Watch this. Ashlee was dead in that room. Hold on. Here's the other thing you need to know. Joe, I'm going to say allegedly, but these are the exact words. Joe killed her without intervention. Allegedly. Joe killed her. And this is how these people talk, without intervention. That means he took her life in that room. All that we call security, and we knocked and separate them without intervention. Hold on. Let's keep going. Remember, I kept saying, well, why are you holding him if he wasn't in the room? That doesn't make sense to hold an innocent man, but I was being very sarcastic. Because something didn't add up. We don't hold innocent people, right? Why is he still in jail? Watch this. Hold on, y'all. It gets worse. And this is all alleged. I got to be very careful. He wrapped up her dead body. I'm telling you word for word. He wrapped up her dead body in a sheet. And I don't understand this word because it's how they speak, and left the room in a panic to run to the hotel management. So he wrapped her up after he did it. I'm going to think probably she was naked. She was naked.
Whew. And y'all don't got nothing to say about now. Y'all, why y'all so quiet? Usually y'all got so much to say. Y'all hitting the links and everything. Nancy said, I'm confused now. What are you confused with, sweetheart? They lied. Joe and the hotel people are working together. A lot of the stories that was pushed out by the hotel, which was pushing out lies because they work with Joe. Okay. So what part don't you get? Why are so many women coming unlocked? Because so many men are killing them. So many black men are killing them. They're getting sick and tired of y'all mouth. They said they just getting sick and tired of y'all. They just so tired and they can't act like everything is okay. And then they say, black men deal with mental health and they never got their mental health checked out. So they're going to snap on y'all and they're going to snap on a black woman because that's who they're close to. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why. She said, "Why many women getting unalive? Because black men is unalive their ass. That's what it is."
This is all alleged because I was not in the room. Number one, this is the first thing the source wants us to know. Ashlee and Joe were never separated. The story about being in Villa 24, walking him to Villa 25, 8 to 10 minutes away is a bold-faced lie. That is a lie from the pits of hell, and it came from, watch this, the resort. It came from the resort. They were never separated. Watch this. Ashlee was dead in that room. Hold on. Here's the other thing you need to know. Joe, I'm going to say allegedly, but these are the exact words. Joe killed her without intervention. Allegedly. Joe killed her. And this is how these people talk, without intervention. That means he took her life in that room. All that we call security, and we knocked and separate them without intervention. Hold on. Let's keep going. Remember, I kept saying, well, why are you holding him if he wasn't in the room? That doesn't make sense to hold an innocent man, but I was being very sarcastic. Because something didn't add up. We don't hold innocent people, right? Why is he still in jail? And let me just say allegedly.
Oh, that's the same clip. Hold on.
Very sarcastic. Because something didn't add up. We don't hold innocent people, right? Why is he still in jail? Watch this. Hold on, y'all. It gets worse. And this is all alleged. I got to be very careful. He wrapped up her dead body. I'm telling you word for word. He wrapped up her dead body in a sheet. And I don't understand this word because it's how they speak, and left the room in a panic to run to the hotel management. So he wrapped her up after he did it. I'm going to think probably she was naked. She was naked.
Well, didn't we hear that part?
Those people are about to shut this down. They are probably waiting for a big payday in order for it not to. That's regular practice here. So it seems like in order for the problem to go away, the officials are saying, you got to pay me or we're going to come in and shut it down. But Joe and the hotel are definitely in cahoots and not working with police at all. See, they think they can screw around the police. So I don't know if the commander didn't get his cut or he feels like he's been thrown under the bus, but the police/government and hotel both have the same motives to cover up. But as of now, Joe is not off the hook because they're pissed off at him. He's in jail with the locals, shitting in a bucket, eating beans and bread. That's what they're saying. And at the hospital and
hashtag Joe is in jail. Hashtag Joe is in jail. The reason why I keep saying it, because y'all keep on coming to me. Joe ain't in jail. He's out right now, but he's not in jail. The queen just said Joe is in jail several different times. She ain't make no mistake. He's in jail. I don't care what your AI videos say. I don't care. He's in jail. Ooh. Didn't I tell you God was going to intervene on Ashlee's behalf? My goodness. Where are the naysayers today? We don't hear from the naysayers today. Glory to God. Oh my God. Come on, queen.
Hotel, Joe presented himself as her husband. He lied. Watch this. So all of the things, her personal items, are in his possession, being held and hidden with the hotel staff. That's why the parents didn't get it back. I told y'all that. The open book. Thank you for the super chat. You said thank you for all of your hard work. I knew he was at the hospital, and y'all kept saying, well, why would they not give them more? Sweetheart, when you go to the hospital and you're in distress, they gonna rip you. When my brother went into cardiac arrest, they cut off his clothes, honey, to save his life. They will cut you up out your clothes. They gonna take off everything. Watch this. What I believe is true, she was wrapped in a sheet or a blanket. She didn't have on that damn engagement ring. He took it.
Yep, he took
it before they went to that hospital.
He took it.
It was funny in that police report where it says Ashlee was wearing her ring. Now, why you make it a point to say that?
Right.
He took it.
He took it.
I think she was naked when she was transported to that hospital. That means the ring did not come in with her. And plus, even if the ring came in with her, watch this, the way the hospitals work in emergencies, we got an emergency, right? We're going to administer life-saving techniques. You're going to strip that patient of everything because they can't have that on. And who do you give it to? The loved one, the doting and the loving husband. He has everything. Even if she had the ring on, which I don't think he did, she did. Even if she had the ring on, they gave it to him, you all.
Yes.
The ring don't go to the morgue. Those people are about to shut this down.
She did that.
Of course, the hotel lied. I hesitate to say the police commander because they can only go by what the hotel has told them. Because some of you are going to say, well, the police commander, remember, they're only taking in the account of the resort. According to the source, the person that's there right now that's saying, listen, you have to promise. You're not going to say who I am. We got the information. They lied. Joe and Ashlee were never separated. That's why y'all aren't going to get the video footage. They were never separated. They lied. Now, if we go back, August 4th, they check into this hotel, this resort, right? And the people, villa number, 24. Was it 24 that called? They were in 25. Hold on. They were in Villa 24. Villa 25 called for help. And they were supposedly put Joe in 65, right? Yeah. Now, we kept saying, what the hell was the difference between April 4th to April 8th? Why would Villa 25, after putting up with shucking and jiving for 4 days, all of a sudden call security because she was in there fighting for her life? That's why they called. She was in there fighting for her life, according to my source. You remember we said, hold on now. They was into it for 4 days. Somehow, of all the days, Now you got to think about the holes and the inconsistencies to us. And we said, this just don't sound right. Watch this. She wasn't moved. He wasn't moved. Listen to this. April 4th, they come in fighting. April 5th, fighting. April 6th, fighting. April 7th, fighting. Villa 25 got used to it. What would make Villa 25 pick up the phone after 4 days? They picked it up on the 5th day. Why do you say that? April 4th counts. This is how they count the days. The full day of April 4th, 1. The full day of April 5th, 2. The full day of April 6th, 3. The full day of April 7th, 4. The full day of April 8th. That's 5 days. What would make screaming, thank you, fighting for her life in that room? That's where.
Oh my God.
Watch this.
Fighting for her life.
Joe Mccann.
Oh my God. Did y'all hear that? She was fighting for her life. She was fighting for her life. Hashtag fighting for her life. She was fighting for her life. That's why they call all the screaming. They've been fighting all those days, but the last time she was fighting for her life, and that's when she was unalived. Whoa. Man, when I tell you Queen did it, hashtag Queen. Queen Sheba come with the real truth. She don't come with no fake AI news, y'all. She come with the real truth.
Up until that moment was the best thing that ever happened to Ashlee Jenae. Why do you say that? He was the best thing. He was different than any other man. Source. The hotel lied.
And I blame black men for that. Because if black men were to treat Ashlee good, then it would be no need for her to even date anybody else after them. So black men, treat black women better. Spoil black women. Respect black women. Honor black women. Okay? And you don't have to worry about them not dating you. Do right by black women. All right? That's the moral of this story. Okay? This on you. This on you.
Ashlee-Janae case. However, let me go back to it. Let me pull it up because I don't want to misquote anybody. It's important that I give you word for word, and I'm not going to disclose identities. They said, I'm going to paraphrase. I live in Zanzibar, and I'm a local. We have some information regarding the Ashlee-Janae case. I'm coming to you with a bit of anonymity, though we don't have the same freedom of speech here as you all do in the United States. We can get in big trouble for speaking up on things like this. And they said a little bit more, and I'm going to leave it out because I have to absolutely make sure this person cannot be identified. Can we hop on a quick call? And they said some more stuff. I said, how? And I responded, hey, all things will be kept confidential. And for the sake of confidentiality, what I said is, I keep all of my sources confidential. And the only way to ensure that is for me not to hop on a call. Therefore, you know you're not being recorded. I take sources very, very seriously. And I'll go the extra mile to ensure their comfortability with me. So the only way to guarantee safety is let's not do a call. Therefore, you know, you can sleep good at night. Queen Sheba did not record me, and I never have, never will, right? But that's the only way when a person is coming, putting things on the line, telling you things that they should not be. Let's make sure we handle this the right way. So I gave them a recommendation on how to get me the information, and they came back. Ashlee-Janae case. However, let me go back to it. Let me pull it up because I don't want to misquote anybody. It's important that I give you word for word, and I'm not going to disclose identities. They said,
shout out to black women again. Breaking the case. Breaking the case. Ooh, honey, when I tell y'all, Miss Queen, she done outdid herself once again. All right. To hear the whole video, please go support Queen Sheba YouTube channel. That's where I get the news and the source from, because she's going to come with facts. Not feelings, but pure facts. I'm going to get on out of here. I might see y'all later on. Love y'all. Bye.